There's a vehicle that can cross rivers, climb giant rocks, and park at luxury hotels, all in the same week. It's not a Range Rover, not a G-Wagon. It's the 2026 Toyota Land Cruiser LC400, and it changes everything about luxury. This SUV has serious power. It saves more fuel than trucks twice its price. It handles extreme terrain like nothing else. But here's the mystery. The price will shock you later, because real luxury isn't leather or logos. It's engineering you never notice. The ride adjusts itself. The temperature stays perfect silently. The power balances like magic. You don't control it, you just drive. For years you had to choose comfort or capability. Toyota just ended that choice. Stay with me, because what's inside this machine will change how you see cars forever. The LC400 does something most luxury SUVs cannot. It's genuinely tough off-road and genuinely smooth on highways. Not one or the other, both. Most luxury SUVs are fancy highway cars with basic traction control. The LC400 is a real off-road machine wrapped in luxury. Body-on-frame construction for strength. Full-time four-wheel drive that adjusts automatically. Crawl control that handles obstacles for you. Inside, wireless charging, premium audio, leather seats. Think of a waterproof phone that still looks beautiful. You don't choose, you get both. But how did Toyota actually build this? The powertrain reveals the secret. The LC400's engine is pure genius. A turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder, plus 2 electric motors, plus a small battery. Together, 326 horsepower, 465 pound-feet of torque, 23 miles per gallon. That's power and efficiency, not one or the other. The engine handles tough off-road moments. The electric motors give instant push on highways. You never feel the switch, it just works. Here's what's crazy. 465 pound-feet is more torque than most V8 engines, but it's 40% more efficient than the old V8. Toyota didn't experiment here. They used proven hybrid tech. Millions of cars already run this system, so the power is brilliant. But power needs control. That's where the suspension tells another story. The LC400 suspension does something remarkable. It's comfortable on highways and tough off-road. Not through compromise, through smart engineering. The dampers adjust in real time. Highway driving, they soften automatically. Rough trails, they stiffen instantly. You never feel the switch. It just adapts. Think of noise-canceling headphones. You don't hear adjustments. You just experience perfect sound. That's how this suspension works. 230 to 250 millimeters ground clearance for obstacles. Independent front and rear for smooth rides. Most brands save this tech for $100,000 vehicles. Toyota put it in a much cheaper SUV because it's not a luxury feature, it's a necessity. But suspension needs a strong foundation. That's where body-on-frame construction comes in. The LC400 uses body-on-frame construction. That's old school. Trucks use it. Most luxury SUVs don't. But Toyota chose it on purpose because it's stronger, more durable, more capable. The frame handles all the stress, towing, impacts, rough roads. The body stays protected above it. Result, 6,000 pounds towing, extreme off-road strength, decades of reliability. Think of a house foundation. Strong base means everything above lasts longer. That's the LC400's frame. Yes, it adds weight, about 2,600 kilograms. But that weight isn't extra. It's substance. Land Cruisers have used this design for 70+ years. That's why old ones still run perfectly. So the chassis is rock solid, but strength needs smart control. That's where the 4WD system changes everything. The LC400's 4WD is always working. It sends power to all four wheels, constantly. You don't activate it. You don't think about it. It just works. Highway, traction is there. Mud, traction is there. River crossing, still there. When things get extreme, locking differentials engage. Crawl control drives over obstacles for you. Hill descent handles steep drops automatically. Think of it like autopilot. You steer. The system handles grip. Most four-wheel drive systems react after you slip. The LC400 prevents slips before they happen. That's the difference. Yes, full-time 4WD uses more fuel, but Toyota chose capability first, then added hybrid efficiency. So the traction is brilliant, but where do you actually sit? The interior tells another story. The LC400's interior is luxurious, but not in the traditional way. No gold trim, no exotic wood. Instead, wireless charging, multi-zone climate, ambient lighting, and everything works seamlessly. Your phone charges without cables. The temperature adjusts by itself. The screen connects without plugging anything in. You don't manage technology, you just drive. Think of a smartphone. You don't think about how it works, you just use it. That's the LC400's interior. Technology that disappears into experience. Here's the twist. Toyota didn't add these for marketing. They added them because cables are friction, buttons are friction. Modern luxury removes friction completely, so the interior is brilliant. But what keeps you safe inside? The safety system reveals even more. The LC400 safety isn't just about airbags. It's about prevention. Adaptive cruise control keeps safe distance. Automatic braking stops before you crash. Lane assist keeps you centered. Blind spot monitoring sees what you can't. And a 360-degree camera shows everything around you. These systems work invisibly. You don't hear constant beeps or warnings. The car just keeps you safe, quietly. Think of a guardian angel. You don't see it, but it's always protecting you. Most safety systems react after danger appears. The LC400 prevents danger before it happens. That's the difference. Toyota includes all this as standard because safety isn't optional, so protection is covered. But what about how it looks? The design language tells its own story. The LC400 doesn't look aggressive. It looks capable. Clean lines, integrated roof rails, protective cladding. Every design choice communicates purpose, not posturing. No fake vents, no unnecessary drama, just honest design. LED headlights provide superior visibility. Lower cladding handles rough terrain beautifully. The stance communicates stability without shouting. Think of minimalist architecture. No decoration, just function. And that function becomes beautiful. Most luxury SUVs use design to impress. The LC400 uses design to communicate. Every line says, this vehicle is capable. Trends fade. Purposeful design lasts forever. This SUV will look good in 20 years. Because it's not trendy, it's timeless. So the look is sorted. But what about the materials inside? That reveals even more about quality. The LC400's materials aren't delicate. They're tough. Leather that handles years of hard use. Fabric that doesn't fade or crack. Trim that resists sun and temperature. Imagine an interior that looks perfect after 15 years. That's the LC400. Engineering over display. Function over fashion. $57,600. 465 pound-feet. 23 miles per gallon. Body on frame strength. Hybrid brilliance. What impressed you most? The power, the price, or the philosophy? Drop a comment. Subscribe for more deep dives. Because modern luxury is invisible engineering. And the LC400 perfected it.